What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcastle for the next episode of Neo Scavenger. I am happy to have you here today as we hang out a little bit and see if maybe we can get some better loot on this turn. Oh, look. There's stuff. Oh, a residential area. Well, let me see if I can make this a little bit more safe. And so it looks like we're doing a little bit better. We got a flashlight. I've still never gotten a flashlight to work, I don't think. Like, essentially, the flashlight does stuff. If you put batteries in it, it allows you to search better, and it, like, raises the safety. But at the same time, I've never found batteries to go with it, so just take from that what you will. There's almost a perfect gray shirt right there, which is pretty sweet. We got the scrap of foil, which I will continue to pile on in to my first aid kit. I didn't investigate what we can do with foil, but I know we can do something with it. We'll figure it out, like, in the next episode. Let's continue scavenging at this location. No useful items? Okay, that's fine, as long as we don't fall down any indoor ravines. That's all that I really care about. Did my lockpicks just break? I feel like my lockpicks just broke. They did. My lockpicks just broke, so now we need to make some more. Let's go ahead and go to... we're out of moves for right now, so let's just hang tight. I like how this city right here is nestled in between, like, hills. It reminds me of home. That's how where I grew up, it was like a big bowl. Like, there were hills on all sides of you. Like, it didn't matter which direction you looked, you were faced by hills, and you had to drive over them in order to leave. And so it's one of those things that I find to be comforting. Some people say that it creeps them out, but oh no, we've still got lockpicks. I guess it just wouldn't let us use them on that building. Alright. No harm, no foul, I guess. Ooh, we are in it to win it right now. If we can get a couple good rolls. What do we have over here? So we've got some decent cargo pants that we could sell. So throw those on the docket. A couple more containers for water. Still no pots or pans, though, or anything that I can cook water in. A little bit disappointing. Hopefully we'll find one here, though. This is a pretty good subset of residential buildings, so we should be able to make this work, I hope. What is that? A makeshift sack. I can be like Santa Claus? Oh my god, let's be like Santa. Hell yeah. So now that we've got a makeshift sack, ho ho ho, children. I've got a big old bag full of apocalyptic goodies. I think we've got binoculars too, and those are worth a lot of money, like $32, so I'll bring that along. We should use this, as we have done in previous episodes. Once cheap and ubiquitous at roadside stops, these pocket road maps have become something of an archaeological tool for modern scavengers. You carefully unfold the giant leaf, trying to make sense of where you are. You recognize Detroit even if everything else in your memory is missing. As cities go, it's one of the bigger ones. You trace a route from where you are to the city. Okay, so now we can go to Detroit. It'll be marked on our map, so if we go to this menu right here, Detroit is way the hell off. Wow, we are all over the place right now. It always, like, surprises me how enormous this map is. Like, you can wander around forever on this map. I've never seen the makeshift sack before. That's a really cool item. I had no idea, and now I do. Now I know that there is a makeshift sack. Can you craft that? Let me check the crafting list real fast and see if you can make that. Let's see here. Control F for sack. Nope. No sacks to be crafted on the wiki anyways. Let's see here. Oh my god, I lost my character. Okay, so let's end our turn. We still haven't, like, won yet, but we're almost there. There's, like, one thing that we need in order to make our life easier. We just can't seem to get our hands on it. And that one thing is a delightful set. I should use my moves right now to break down these lockpicks. Bam. And then we'll re-import them back in. So lockpicking, make ourselves another one, clear that back out, make sure I put them in my inventory. There we go. And so that refreshes up their durability. Essentially, you just got to, like, rebend the wire into shape and it'll be fine. I wonder if you can boil water in a plastic bag. That'd be rough. I think you could probably... it'd be close. Depends how durable of a plastic bag. If it's like the ones that they use at a shoe store, I bet you could. But if it's like the ones they use at Target or Walmart, I don't think you could get away with it. How is that doing right now? Oh good, we found another left-footed shoe. Just in case you wanted a left-footed shoe. There must be a lot of left-footed people in this world. Like, well, there are a lot of mutants. I mean, you know, 2 left feet. A lot of people can't dance in this place. Oh, we're parched. That's unfortunate. Okay, so we'll figure it out in a minute, but... let's go ahead and search these buildings, and maybe we'll find something that can be reasonably used. Okay, a couple things right here. We got a squirrel snare. That's not bad. That should allow us to get our hands on some stuff later. Some Nuka-Cola or some whatever you want to call it. We've got a Pharmacon Cavilo painkiller. That's a big deal, too. Painkiller's hard to come by in the future. We got sticks. We got water. I'm actually going to drink that real fast. We may... does this help my thirst out? I don't know that it does. Either way, let's hydrate. It's going to be risky, but you got to do what you got to do for right now. How are our wounds looking? Oh, our bandages are all dirty. Great. Okay, so let's pull those off. We will ditch the dirty band-aids, but that's totally healed right there. That's pretty sweet that we actually healed that entire wound on that side. I figure we keep scavenging and hopefully we don't wound ourselves too badly, and we should be able to get a good amount of loot out of one of these places. Looks like we got a rifle scope right there. A 2x the 7x optical. Okay, well I'll probably throw that on the cart in the back just because it's worth a lot of money. There's not much that I personally can do with it, but we could probably make it work. I mean, you know, sell it to somebody. It's worth like 45 bucks, so why not? We still got our spear. We've still got some of this stuff right here. Okay, well we're looking at a pretty good trade run. All the meat has gone spoiled. Let me clear that out of my backpack before something bad happens, like I get attacked by a big swarm of mutant flies or something. They're like, no. I'm like, no, please don't eat me, big swarm of mutant flies. He's got a busted whiskey bottle, but he's also got a backpack. I may fight him. Alright, so let's go stab. He's now bleeding. And so you hit Bad Mother's head with a broad spear stab. He's bleeding. His whiskey bottle has fallen apart, so he has no weapons now. This shouldn't be too bad. We scratched his upper right leg with a spear stab. We gashed his lower chest with a broad spear stab. I'm murdering a guy right now purely so that I can steal his backpack, by the way. I don't know if you all realize that, but I'm killing a guy for his backpack. Right there, we got him. Well, I think we can actually get him without losing anything. He's dodging a whole bunch right now, so this is going to become problematic. There we go. We lacerated Bad Mother's left lower leg with a broad spear stab, and he's exposed to an easy attack. Let's finish it. Oh, apparently not that easy of an attack. That was a long combat. That was a really long combat, but he had a backpack, and the backpack's a big deal to me, so I am willing to murder individuals for backpacks. Just keep that in mind. Let's put some whiskey bottles. Well, hold on. Let me put that on the ground. He's got a Ravager multi-tool, which is in way better shape than ours, so I'll grab that one right there. It looks like he had a full bottle of whiskey right there that he hit us with, and it broke. There's an extra wheel to a shopping cart in his pocket, oddly enough. He's got a patchwork high glove. Yeah, throw that on. That'll work. Ooh, right shoes. Hell yeah. Okay, so let's put that on. We're no longer barefoot, so we'll get our AP back now, which is a big deal too. I suppose I'll throw that on my back. What's in there? Is that purified water? Oh, it is. Okay, so let's drink that now rather than later. Get rid of that string, because I don't think that's going to be helpful. Let's empty that out. We'll take the bullets, take the lighter. We'll also take... Get rid of those. We don't need them. I'm going to make the backpack all about receptacles. And additionally, we need to equip that. What we need to do is we're going to refill this whiskey bottle right here because there's whiskey. So there it is. Now we've got 12 whiskey. And so this bottle is now worth almost $250. People like whiskey in the future is what I get out of this. I'll probably take the pill bottle and stack that in right there. We've got a cornucola bottle with a little bit of water in it. Is that sterilized? No, it's not. Okay. Well, he doesn't have anything for us to use, but we got a squirrel snare. We got a backpack, which is at really, really, really good durability, so that's fantastic. I think that we should be fairly set. We also got a shoe out of it, so killing a guy worked out pretty great for us. We didn't get stabbed. Everything went okay. Assuming we don't die of, you know, poisonous water or anything else, we should be fine now. Got a whole bunch of stuff out of here, although I think most of it's probably going to be garbage. Oh, good. More painkillers. Even better. Cool. Lots and lots of painkillers. I can always use those. Well, from what we've got here, what's that in his pocket? Hold on. Clear his pockets out. What is that, a cell phone battery? Never seen that item before, but I'll bring it just in case we find a cell phone. You never know. And then I'll throw the scrap of foil in there. There we are. Take the extra receptacles too, because why not? Eventually it'll probably be valuable, so I would rather have it on me than on the ground. Now that our thirst has been fixed, I suppose we should be on our way. We get 5 moves per turn now that we've got 2 shoes. I don't think do they match? Yeah, we've got like a running shoe and a Wakefield pack boot, but that's okay. And it looks like, no, the dog didn't try and attack us. Okay, that's fine. I thought the dog was going to try and kill me, which is fine because I actually wanted to stack up more furs that I could make, like, cool stuff out of. I mean, what's more awesome than apocalyptic bags made out of the bodies of other creatures? It seems pretty awesome to me. I mean, it's kind of dickish, but at the same time, it's kind of awesome. Okay, so in here, we can use trapping and we can use a lighter. It looks like we got another lighter out, which is actually great. Oh, it's a lighter with no uses, but you know what? Just add the 1.9 onto that one, and now we got 50% worth of lighters. It's not that big of a deal. Destroyed office building. I'll probably use the 1.9% one. Roof collapse. And we were cut and bruised by falling debris, unfortunately. Let's have a look. Oh, my God. We are wrecked right now. We are not looking so great. Okay. Well, let's get on it. And consider, actually, let's tear up some of these things. Actually, do I want to do that? Do I not want to do that? Is there anything lower durability right here? There we go, those will work. So go back into here. And let's find those wrecked up pants. Where are those? Hold on. No, not you. You. No, you're 91%. Where did those pants go? There they are. Those are worthless. So we'll take the rags off of those. Throw that in there. I may actually try and sterilize these real fast, since I'm going to put dirty band-aids on them anyways. There we go. It's expensive, but I think it'll be worth it since I'm going to use nasty rags on these. If we find anything better, I'll swap them out, obviously, but for right now, that's the best I got, so we're just going to have to live with it. Until we find a pot to boil water, we're in a little bit of trouble. Sometimes even when the safety is totally full, you still get a roof collapse, so there's not much you can do about it. Got some water. God, we've had a bad run so far. Like, really not having a whole lot of luck when it comes to, like, the things we need in order to survive. I'll probably stop right here for a little bit, and we'll scavenge something up out of the forest to eat before dinner. We can go with a squirrel snare. Yeah, that seems alright. Let's throw that up, too. Doesn't look like we caught anything, but on the plus side, we did get a bunch of berries, so I'll probably eat all of these right now to get our hydration back up. I wish there was an option to eat the entire stack. That would be super awesome. Agaricus bisporus, help me out with my thirst. There we go. And then I'll probably just drink like one bad water just in case. And then we'll move over to this city and let's see if we can scavenge it before nightfall. We've got a locked, or I'm sorry, we just have a normal okay, so we have a normal shed right there. An abandoned apartment building, which I will hit with everything that I can. It looks like we got a mummy bag, which is very, very good. That's a huge upgrade to our survivability. We got a better multi-tool, which I'll probably throw in there. And then I'll throw this next one into our little cart of sales goods. There we go. Continue scavenging since we do have actions left. We found more stuff, mostly broken bottles. But we did get a whiskey bottle right there, so I may use this one to sterilize some water tonight. Maybe. Oh, shit. Who are those dudes? They're like ninjas. Holy shit, let's run away. Hide your tracks. And just, like, get as far away from them as possible. I don't know if they'll hunt me, if they'll try and kill me, but they've got, like, SOCOM gear. They've got, like, ridiculous, like, wet worker stuff on them. What is this? Devastation on a monumental scale mars the land before you. It looks as if someone hosed down an entire county with toxic chemicals, set it on fire, then bombarded it with artillery for good measure. Pools of caustic liquid are everywhere. Most everything that was once here has dissolved, melted, burned, or turned to dust. Hardier materials have eroded more slowly, leaving skeletal evidence of small towns, farmsteads, tree trunks, and creatures. Toxic miasmas float in some places, clinging to the ground where reactions release them into the air, and warning signs, both official and homemade, litter the boundary. And the silence here is deafening. No birds nor critters, not even insects. Nothing stirs in this caustic swamp of destruction. Nothing lives here, or at least nothing is alive here. The Great Black Swamp, huh? Alright, well, I don't know if I should camp on the edge of the swamp. It seems like a bad idea since I don't know what's coming. I slipped down a slope while hunting, and I got a bruise. Damn it. Did it actually cut me? Because sometimes it says you get a bruise when it cuts you. Okay, so we're okay. We just gotta, like, rest, I guess. I should probably hide my tracks. I mean, people are going to have trouble tracking us in the dark, but still. I could make that noise trap, too. I could either boil the water or make a noise trap. I think what I may do... No, I don't want a broken bottle. That does not suit me. Oh, it's on... I was like, where did all my gear go? I'm on the wrong page. Okay, so that's better. We've got some metal parts, and what I want to do is, so in order to make that work, we needed a rigid small piece, a container. Do we need the trapping skill? No. Oh, we needed string. That's what it was. Is there any string laying around? So that's still not working. Why is this not working? Noise trap! Let me see real fast what I'm messing up here, because I know I'm messing up something. I know there's a noise trap. I know I can make it. I'm just messing it up. So we need a medium rigid container, small rigid parts, and small thread. That appears to be... Maybe you can fill it with rocks? What about that? Let's try the rocks instead. Here, get out of here. So the rocks don't work. We'll remove that then. Let's try a water bottle. Maybe that'll help. No? That's weird because it says right here on the recipe that it's a string, a stiff object, and a container, a rigid container. I'm messing something up. I don't think it doesn't have the trapping skill listed, so I'm not sure. We'll have to figure it out later, I guess. I would prefer to get a noise trap, though. I would love to make a noise trap, and unfortunately, I don't appear to be having much luck figuring out. I've got the wiki right here in front of me, like I'm staring at the recipe. And it says a small rigid container, a small rigid part, and a small thread. But it's still not working. I wouldn't think that maybe you would need, I don't know. Let's try adding the trapping skill and maybe see if that's not on the wiki, like somebody did it wrong. That's not it. Take that off and maybe try that. It looks like we have extra stuff right here. Maybe take that out real fast. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's actually I need to cycle in between them. Ah, there it is. Okay. That's what I messed up. I knew I messed up something. So what we want to do now is we want to prepare our campsite. And we want to put a noise trap right there. We'll take the mummy bag and we'll put that down so that we'll get better sleep. And since the noise trap is down, what it'll do is if somebody tries to come into our camp, it'll make noise and it'll wake us up. It's a really, really good thing to... Oh, man, I have diarrhea. That's not good. Apparently, I'm just, like, shitting myself inside out right now. I think we may have gotten caught up with gastroenteritis. We may have to use... Hold on. Empty that out real fast. We may have to use our antibiotics. There we go. Your immune system is temporarily bolstered. Hopefully, I can't guarantee that it's going to save us, but it should help, I think. We're probably going to die of diarrhea long before we get anywhere else. We'll figure it out, though. We are thirsty. Unfortunately, since we haven't found any pots or pans, it's very, very difficult for our character to... Okay, so there we go. Let's start scavenging around. See if we can find anything good here. Hopefully our diarrhea gets sorted out. Some water laying on the ground. Just random water. Just hanging out. Pooled around. You know how it goes. The player is weak with thirst. Okay, well, we're going to have to figure that out shortly. Like maybe over here. There's a storage shed, an abandoned apartment building. We're going to have to take some chances here. Maybe we'll find something useful. Looks like we've got a copperbook laptop. I could throw that in the back. We've got a... I should have used the can. Damn it. Now I just wasted a whiskey bottle. Oh, well. What are you going to do? I'll try and bring that along, actually, since it's worth more than, like, pants and stuff. So maybe ditch all that stuff in here somewhere. I need to organize better is what I need to do, but I'm not going to do inventory management right now. Just trying to get that laptop in there. Can I turn it on? It always says that there's insufficient charges, weirdly enough. I don't know exactly how the charges work, but I know that I never have enough of them. My immune system appears to be bolstered. Not boltered. If my immune system was boltered, I feel like I'd have several large holes inside of me. We do need to figure out our water situation, though, really, really soon. And if we don't, it's going to get bad for us. A couple of things up in there. Oh, a rifle shoulder strap. Okay, so throw that into the cart, too. We'll be able to use that later on, assuming we survive, obviously. Let's just try and find any natural resource that we can draw off of for right now. I think there's a forest right here. This is probably what I'm going to go for. We'll try and scavenge right here for a bit. We'll use botany and we'll use the trap. Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff right here. We got a squirrel. Hopefully we got a bunch of Agaricus bisporus. We don't have diarrhea anymore because we had antibiotics. We have no idea how lucky we just got right there. Like, seriously, we got really, really lucky that we had antibiotics on hand to cure us of that bad water. That was one of the reasons why I took the chance on drinking bad water, is because I knew I had antibiotics, which are super rare in this game. You don't get them very often. All we get is a small chunk of meat out of that. Can we do better? There you go, a small animal hide. Cool. So now we've got a small animal hide. It's only worth $1, but we might be able to use it for something later on. And we got a little bit of meat, which we might be able to use. I'm going to try and find my way to another forest right now. And just see if we can scavenge our way around the map for the moment. Okay, so a few more useful items. Hopefully we don't suffer any major falls down a ravine. Because this would not be the time for it. This would not be the time for it. There we go. Our hydration's getting a little bit better. We almost shit ourselves to death. We almost did it. We almost pooed ourselves into oblivion. People used to die like that all the time, though, back in the day. Like, seriously, diarrhea was like a major, major issue up until like 100 years ago. Up until the advent of penicillin and actually antibiotics in general were a big deal. But to be honest, it's just like, it's amazing to me sometimes that the human species ever really even made it when you look at like all the different things we had to contest with just to survive. Use trapping right there. Maybe use that to cut it up since I don't want to use my multi-tool. I'm a little bit lazy. I think I can probably stack that up later. We've got some meat right now. We should be able to hydrate reasonably well with the meat later on. I'm going to move to here, then use a turn to scavenge. Ooh, looks like we got a good one right here. Edible berries, yes please. And Agaricus bisporus, very nice. Just keep on grazing. That's all you're going to do. People actually in the olden days, there's a lot of evidence that suggests this is how a lot of humans got by. Not only hunting and gathering, but just by like grazing. A lot of people's back in the day, in the Neanderthal days, and even in early human history, were just kind of nomadic. And to this day, actually, a lot of people are nomadic still. But people used to be fairly nomadic due to the seasons. And so people would just graze along the way, like along the side of the road while they walked, assuming there was a road. We didn't get much over here, unfortunately. We've had bad luck on this run. We've had very, very bad luck. And it's not something that stokes me out right now. We're comfortable at the moment. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I don't know what I could do with those small furs, but I'm assuming that I could do something with them later on. And of course, I'm not talking about little tiny trees. Abandoned mobile home we could take a chance on. Is that purified? It's sterilized. Very nice. Okay, so that's going to bring us on up. We got some saltine crackers. I'm going to take those. I'm not going to eat them for right now because they will dehydrate us. And so I'd rather stay away from that as a potential problem, considering we just solved the fact that we had diarrhea and all kinds of problems. Technically, I'm sort of wondering if a character like this, who was from a previous time, would have better knowledge than most of the people around here. Like, for example, how is a random person out in the middle of the wasteland going to know what amoxicillin is? For all they know, they might not even be able to read, to be honest. It might just be a bottle with some stuff in it. An unlit torch. I'll bring it just because I've never played with a torch before. But we'll try it out. I may try and graze a little bit further, though. Player has a headache. From what? We had... Where are my pill bottles at? Use a painkiller real fast. We've got a headache, but I'm hoping that it's not like a long-term thing that I'm going to have to deal with. Unless I accidentally ate bad berries, but I don't think I did. Pretty sure we should be alright. I don't know. Maybe we're just catching like a flu or something. It's hard to tell with this game. There's a lot of things that can kill you. Still got a headache, though. Alright, well, let's go to a township then. We'll kind of hang out here. Is the headache still hanging out? We still got a headache. Okay. Well, hopefully that's not a symptom of, like, some greater terrible thing to come later on, I'm hoping. Got nothing out of this place, unfortunately. Damn, we're having really, really bad luck right now. A couple of locked storage sheds. I guess we'll throw that in there, and let's see what we can get out of this one. When that lighter runs out, we're going to be hurting even worse, though. Some more bullets. Okay. Are those the same as those? They are not. So throw the bullets in there. That's even more trading fodder. I don't have range skills, so technically we want to be able to trade into like the best armor we could possibly get later on. I don't know if the abandoned office towers are worth it right now. They do have locks on the doors, so we might be able to get something out of there. Why people are smearing thinly cut fish all over the doors, I'm not sure, but oh well. Since we have lockpicks, I'll probably go for it. Oh, we have another lighter now. Can I use both? No, you can only use one. It only stacks once. Alright. Oh, a first aid kit. Even better. Okay, so that gave us a couple more. Yeah, let's empty that out, actually. I'm not going to bring the case with me, but I will totally use this to stock this up right here so that we can use it later on. We also got some more Cavillo painkillers, which is good. Got another road map. I don't think that's going to be useful for right now, but still not grabbing a lot of the stuff that I wish would drop. We're having trouble. I will take the canary lighter, actually, though. Actually, can I use a can to distill? I think I can use a can to make water better. Hold on. Let's find. I'm pretty sure I can use a can in this game. I may have just been overlooking that, and now I feel like an idiot for saying it. But let's take these cans, and let's see how much water we can make. I mean, we've already got a headache, right? Let's kind of hit the road real fast. Watch out for dat red text. Oh, he's got a really nice. Maybe I should murder that guy. It looks like he's got a nice backpack. Maybe better than mine. Let's ditch this real fast. Actually, it looks like he has a knife. I'd rather not risk it. Let's just leave him alone. We're wasting time right now. And what I want to do is, now that we're in the forest, I'm going to scavenge here first. We'll get what we can out of the forest. There we go. And so having got what we can get out of the forest, I'm going to use the berries to get myself evened out. Probably take the Agaricus bisporus for later, but we've got water, and that's the important thing. I'm going to use that real fast to get some wood, giggity. And now that we've gotten wood, what I want to do is we'll take the kindling, we'll take the trapping, we'll take the stick. Let's make ourselves a fire. I throw that into there. Let's get these all out of the way. Make a big fire. Now that we have a big fire... Oh, I ditched my vehicle back. Oh, shit. Did I leave it right here? There it is. Okay. God. Let's fill up some of these receptacles, too. Our fire should still be good when we get back over here. There we go. So now that our fire is still here, we had to leave it for a second. It's okay, though. It's actually, I don't think I want to do that. Empty that out. Empty that out. Are any of these full? Empty out all the water that we have right now. Okay, so all the water has been emptied out. Now that we have that, what I can do is we can take the campfire. We can take the cans. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we can sterilize water in a can. It just takes like a little bit of effort and a little bit of time. There we go. So now our problems have been fully solved. I still can't guarantee we're going to survive that infection. We took the antibiotics, but there's still no guarantee it might come back. We did drink a lot of bad water. I mean, these are real risks that I took because we had no other option. Got a small chunk of meat. Yeah, cook that bad boy up. I think we need a stick, though, in order to make this work. There it is. Ah, we're out of moves. Okay, we'll do it next turn. Our painkillers wore off, but it looks like our headache's gone, so that's good. Sterilized, sterilized. Sterilize. We actually have enough water to last us a little bit now. We're looking pretty good. Looking pretty shiny at the moment. I'm happy about it. Very, very happy about it. Let's take a moment. We're going to end our turn. The fire is problematic because things can see us here. However, I want to cook dinner real fast. This is going to be like the first real dinner that we've had in a while. So, in using the snare, some chunks of raw meat. Throw the fireplace in there. There we go. Get a couple of cooked meats. Very good. And so now we're actually full up, but I'm still going to eat them just in case because they're good for you. So awesome. We ate a small portion of meat. These cans are all we're going to need from now on in order to keep ourselves safe. Did I leave my campsite behind? I left my campsite behind. And I can't remember where I camped either. Ooh, this is going to be troublesome. So I left my mummy bag and my noise trap on the ground somewhere over here. We're going to have to go back and get it. At least I noticed on the plus side. Usually I don't notice. My big hope is that nobody else has come around and cleared it out. I can't remember exactly where I camped. It looks like somebody may have stole it. Ah, there it is. Okay, so here's the campsite, I think? I'm not sure. This might be somebody else's campsite. I think it is. I think this is somebody else's. I'm actually going to ditch one of these cans since we only need one now. Let's take the mummy bag. Let's take the Twinkies. Let's take the Ravager multi-tool. Basically steal everything from this camp that we can. A bunch of disposable bags right there. Empty those out. Let's eat his food real fast. Alright, well that worked out for us. I mean, that's all that I really wanted anyways. I didn't really care about the noise trap. I'm gonna blind retreat. This guy I think is trying to fight us right now. He's got a weapon. If he was unarmed, I'd totally go at him, but since he's... Alright, well, I'm gonna try and keep moving in a direction that's away from that guy, so that at least in his wandering around, he probably won't kill me. Now, because we have a campsite here, what I can do... I ditched that extra can, too. Damn it. I was going to say, I could make another noise trap, I think. I mean, I've got extra bottles, and I've got string, and it shouldn't be too hard to find some stones or something off the ground. Let me see if I can make another noise trap out of this water bottle, and that'll help us survive the night. I don't like sleeping without a noise trap. I would really prefer to not do it. So, oh, we have no moves to craft. Hold on. There we go. We'll wait it out. Alright, so now that we're back in here, we needed a receptacle, a noisemaker. So there's the string, there's the receptacle. Now we need an object to make noise like stones. That might not work. So in the case that it doth not, maybe grab whiskey bottles. All have stuff inside of them. I shouldn't have left my noise trap behind. That means that now I've got to decide whether I want to use my only can to do it. I think we'll probably just sleep. It might be okay. Maybe. We might get attacked in our sleep by a guy with a machete, though, so there's also that problem. Player's eyes have become irritated and blurry. Why is that? I wonder. That's interesting. I've never seen that happen before. Alright, well, I'm going to break off the episode right here. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me at the Nerdcastle for the next episode of Neo Scavenger. I will see you all in the next episode. Hi-do, everybody.